a reading for you about somebody that you're going to maybe run into, or maybe they're trying to find an opportunity to see you again. But with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, this is a return, and it looks like it's somebody who is on their same-ish. They're doing the same things, causing the same problems or the same chaos. Whether this was a friend or someone you dated, it just seems like it's one of those things where it tells you, okay, well, that's probably why I haven't really seen that person, or I don't talk to that person very much anymore. So let's call on spirit with a little bit of Enchanted. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, as is more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. Let's dive in with the, we'll go with the cats rule the earth. What else do we have? Six of Pentacles. Fairness. Five of Cups in the reverse. This is someone who doesn't seem to lose much sleep over the issues they've caused or the drama they've started. We have the King of Swords in the reverse. Someone who may start arguments or spread rumors. They're a bit careless. Collateral damage isn't something they're concerned about. If they feel like saying something because it would be amusing to them, then they're going to say it, even if it might hurt someone's feelings or, you know, cause somebody to get into an argument with their spouse. They think that's kind of amusing. We have the Empress and the Lovers. So this is likely somebody who has been at some point a romantic interest of yours. I don't always see the Lovers as like a soulmate card, but I do feel like this is more of a romantic connection where this person may have even liked to start fights with you, or may have liked to kind of nitpick with you. But this is someone who likes to mix it up. There are going to be days where they're going to show you more of that loving energy, and then other days where they like to start fights. Hello, Akta, how are you doing? Hello, Alex, how's your day? What else do we have? Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, Ace of Swords in the reverse, and the Ace of Cups in the reverse. This is someone that you decided you couldn't invest in either anymore or at all. Could have been a friend who wanted to be more. It could have been someone you tried to date, but it just didn't work out. I do feel like you felt trust was an issue, that what they say and what is reality don't always align. They like to put their own little spin on things, right? Hey, Alex. It's the way I like it. Hello, I'm tired. How you doing? Hello, Envy. How are you doing? Thanks for the announcement. Yeah, actually, I have it in some of my early videos on the channel, but I gifted it to a friend of mine. Wait a second. Nope, that was the... No, I do have a Pro Tarot at home. This is... What was I confusing it with? A smaller tattoo tarot. I gifted that one away. But yes, I do have that one. Sorry. I have a lot of tarot decks, so it's not always easy to keep track of which ones I have. We have the Emperor and the Two of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody who keeps tally in their mind of how many arguments they win and whether or not they get their way. There's an immaturity here with regards to love. which doesn't look at it as, you know, like a team effort or doing good things for each other, but rather, but I said this and you're, you know, doing that. So it does look to me like you might be pretty right about if you were to entertain this person, you would probably get into an argument rather quickly. All right, this is the situations deck. Let's see what else we've got for you. Hello, AB. How are you doing? Children, young, childhood, and playful. And soulmate, similar, friendship, romantic partner. Pop up, spontaneous, unexpected, surprise visit. So you are not necessarily expecting to see this person when you do. Maybe you know there's a chance, but you do run into them, and I think they're maybe a little bit more excited about it than you are. Hello, Mimi. How are you doing? We have retaliation, punish, payback, and revenge. And today, present, now, and in the moment. They're looking at this as an opportunity to get back at you. So are they going to play nice? Yes, initially. They're going to, you know, kind of make it seem like everything's fine. There's no issues. You can relax. You can tell me what's been going on. Tell me all the tea. But they would use that against you. They want to like talk negatively about you or make you look bad in some way. For some of you, this is someone who feels like you rejected them, so they want to come back around and get an opportunity to ghost or reject you so that they can feel like they got even or they won. Remember? They care about those things. All right, so this is the Earth and Bones Tarot. Hello, Chavonda. Hello, Flower. How you doing? Likewise. Welcome, Juliet. How are you doing? Hello, Jeremiah. Yes, I do. I take personal questions, usually about 30 minutes into general readings, with priority to those who tip. I do like to do some freebies now and then, just depends on the question. Hello, Stephen. How are you doing? Eight of Petals or Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Four of Crystals or Four of Swords, and the Queen of Crystals or Queen of Swords in the reverse. I think you can tell that something is off, or you can tell, like you've got a little meter in your mind as to what things kind of make it easier to know that somebody is maybe healed or respectful versus somebody who's not. Nine of Crystals or Nine of Swords, and the Knight of Wicks or Knight of Wands. They want to do something to cause you grief. They want to cause you anxiety. They want you in this Nine of Swords energy. This is often depicted with somebody who is sitting up in their bed at night, unable to sleep. Having 9 crystals pointed at your eyeball is probably not very pleasant either. But this is like, I want to make you cry. I want to make you upset. I want to make you feel bad about yourself. That's the goal. But they're putting on some loving, friendly, kind act to try to convince you that they have good intentions. But they don't. Thank you, Flower. What is next for me? Feels like the X chapter. Oh, good. I'm happy to hear that. Advice to keep going and growing. And how can I help my son sleep better? All right, I've got those written down for you. Thank you, Flower. What else do we have, please? We have the High Priestess in the reverse. 10 of Crystals or 10 of Swords in the reverse. This is like, I want to get you back. I want to make you feel negative about yourself. Sometimes the 10 of Swords in the reverse is about recovery. But this is saying, like, it's not over. I'm going to find a way to best you. I'm going to find a way to make you look foolish or make you wish that you had treated me differently or show you who you're messing with, that kind of thing. Julia, I do the personal questions about 30 minutes in, so this is still the general. I put notes on the side so I know which questions I need to do when I switch over to that. So this is still a general reading. What else do we have? Ooh. Hold on. I dropped a card. Okay. We have the 8 of Crystals, or the 8 of Swords, and the 4 of Wicks, or the 4 of Wands. Sorry for the squeaky chair. I think we've got someone who wants to make you feel like you are included or get you to come along for some sort of adventure or to an event, maybe even like somebody's wedding. But it's like, I want to leave you there without a way to get home, or I want to make you feel like you don't have any friends. If this person's offering you something or inviting you somewhere, the answer is like, no, thank you. I'm busy. I'm washing my hair. No. There's some paint on my dining room wall and I need to watch it dry. Sorry. Can't hang out with you. This person doesn't deserve your company. They're just looking for a way to mess with you. So mess with them back by not giving them the opportunity. Someone once said, my time is very valuable. Probably more than one person, but one in particular that I'm thinking about. Hello, MD. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. This is the Earth and Bones Oracle. Oh, wait, Earth and Bone. Just one bone. Oracle. Heart, number 7. Emotional awakening, creativity, intuition, and follow your heart. Your intuition is telling you to stay away from this person. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be a jerk about it. You can minimize the time you spent with them. You can reflect on what you've learned when you had them in your life before. But when your intuition warns you that someone's up to their same old tricks or somebody is just looking for an opportunity to mess with you, trust that instinct. Hello, Leanne. How are you doing? This is the Gilded Reverie. We have the tree, very similar to what's in the background. The Tree of Life, number 5. This talks about strength. And the Storks. So this is basically saying like you've worked too hard on what you've got going on to let somebody come back in or waltz back in even though they haven't changed or even though their intentions are not so great. There are good things coming to you and this person could put those at risk. So it's best to keep them like out of the picture, not invited. This could be someone who wants you to take a gamble financially or wants you to be young and do something spontaneous. I wouldn't trust it. It's like, here, I got you this chair. You can sit down. You look tired, but like they broke one of the legs, so you're going to fall over. Like, you can't trust them. So we have the clock, a reference to time, of course, and the anchor. There's something here that you have that is a get out of jail free card. And what I mean by that is it's more so a reason that you can use to not go where this person wants to go or accept the invitation that they're making. There is a perfectly cromulent reason for you to say no. Cromulent being a Simpsons word, but it's still a word, right? You don't have to go where this person wants you to go. You don't have to do what this person wants you to do. You don't even have to talk to this person. So don't let them convince you of anything. They came out as the King of Swords in reverse, so let's just say they're not exactly known for their integrity or their honesty. Hello, Leon. How are you doing? Hey, Elise. How's your day going? King of Cups in the reverse. The Sun in the reverse. And the Ten of Wands. It's just like someone wants you to be overwhelmed or feel like you've got too much, you can't do something else. This is like, let's go on a vacation, but I'm going to make you carry all my bags. Or let's go out for a fancy dinner and then I'm going to leave and you get to pay for everyone. That might be a literal thing for some of you. I wouldn't go anywhere with this person if I could help it. I just wouldn't. They want to leave you with some responsibility that isn't yours or looking like a fool. But all you have to do is reject whatever invite this is or say, hey, I'm sorry, I've got a real early morning tomorrow. I can't really do happy hour, whatever it is, right? Hello, Daily. How are you doing? Please don't repeat your message. All right. If you're going to do it anyways, I will have to put you in a baby timeout. If you want to grow up a little bit, you are welcome to come back. Otherwise, I hope you have a good day. What else do we have? Another Ten of Swords. Exactly. They want to cause a tower moment in your life. If you invite them to your own wedding, they want to cause drama there. If they invite you to their birthday party, they're not going to tell you what the dress code is so you look like a fool when everybody else is dressed in white or black or whatever. I just would not accept anything from this person. Not even like a $100 bill. Like, would you steal it? I don't trust you. They just want you to be left with a problem. But you're smarter than that. I mean, you're probably smarter than them, to be honest. So I see the majority of you holding back. You have a legitimate reason. Hey, I have to work, or I'm actually going to be out of town. Lean on that. That's for some of you, it's my kid is sick. It's a real thing. You don't have to go where this person wants you to go or do what they want you to do. All right. This is the Cook's Tarot. What else do we have? We have the Devil in the reverse. This is your energy. You don't feel like you have to be feeling guilty if you don't go somewhere that somebody is expecting. You're not easy to pressure. Peer pressure is not really a thing for you, at least not anymore. So with the Nine of Wands, I do feel like you have a pretty good defense system or a pretty good way of maintaining calm in a weird situation like this, right? Hello, Fasters. How are you doing? Oh, I sure hope so. We've got the Six of Swords in the reverse. This is the drama they want to cause you. This is the problem they want to bring about. But I think you anticipate it. I think you know when somebody has negative intentions for the most part. So you just have to trust your intuition, walk away from this. I kind of feel like I'm repeating the same message. Let's just see if we get anything else from... Do we get anything from this? From the truth is. And then I think we might move to the personal questions. Hello, Kevin. How are you doing? We have the masquerading card, pretending to be what you'd like in a partner. So we could have someone trying to set you up on a date or saying, I want to introduce you to somebody. We could have somebody who is claiming to be interested in you romantically themselves, but they're just looking to play games with you. Remember, this could be an ex or not, but they want there to be some sort of ambiguity or uncertainty. Like, oh, maybe this could actually work, or maybe I could trust this person, or maybe they have changed. But the behavior that you see, it kind of warns you. This is not somebody that you should be messing with, especially if they're trying to seduce you. I'm just going to say it directly like that. It's a no for me, dog. All right. I'm going to pull a couple from the Overthinker's Oracle. Because this person obviously has some resentment towards you for some reason. Thank you, Minnesota Picker. I appreciate the high five. I hope that gets fixed easily for you, Flower. Hello, SMJ. How are you doing today? So this could be somebody who feels like you treated them like you're too good for them. You may have rejected them, and they may really want you, but now they want to make another play for it, or at least like reject you. They feel some sort of possessive energy over you for some reason. Maybe initially you were pursuing things. Maybe initially you were really into them. But when they try to date other people, they struggle because comparing you to other people is always favorable to you. So you could argue that they view you as the one that got away. Hello, 10-month. How you doing? Don't call me that. I'll block you if you call me that. My name's Carmen. Nice to meet you. I feel unworthy of your love, lust, passion, deep physical or sexual attraction, desire. It might just be really thirsty. But it's like they want to prove it to themselves too. Hello, Stephanie. How are you doing? Let me write that down real quick. I hope the conversation went well for you. His thoughts and feelings. I got you. Hello, Merida. How are you doing today? Hello, Poetry. I hope you're having a good day. Hey, K. Francis. I think you might be on the wrong application. But it looks like you know the name of it. So 2 steps ahead of some other people, right? Hello, Autumn. How are you? Merida, let me know if you have a question or if you just want me to pull some random cards for you. Hello, Monk. How's it going? Hello, Cooper. This is a tarot reading towards the end of a journal reading and about to switch to personal questions. So this person feels like it hurts to be away from you, but because they feel rejected, because there's no one like you, because they feel like they're not going to be able to have something with you, it looks like they've decided to lash out at you instead. Hello, Baker. Thank you for the tip. What to expect from Bruce? And when? I got you. And I'll probably start those personal questions here in the next couple of minutes. We have I Don't Want to Be a Player No More and New Divine Connection coming soon. So this is maybe one of those last little tests that happen for you where a person comes back around and you know better. This is not, it's not something where like you heal a little bit and everything's fine again. This is somebody who's literally like out to hurt you. I don't care how sorry you are, like it's not really conducive to pursuing a relationship, right? They may have some sort of insight or just expect that you're going to meet somebody new or get into a relationship soon. And therefore, there's this like unsettled feeling, this restlessness that they're dealing with. All right, let's switch over to the personal readings or personal questions. This is the Pulp Tarot. So we've got Flower up first, then Stephanie, then Merida, and then Baker. Let me just check to see. Okay. I've got that added for you, Merida. Thank you. No, that's what's going on here, Cooper. All right, so for Flower, what is next? What can Flower expect? Two of Wands, Seven of Swords, the Fool. Sense of planning or prioritization, making sure you know what works and what doesn't. I do see you encountering somebody who is trying to sell you something that doesn't exist. That could be, you know, hey, I'm trying to sell you this car, but it's really not mine. Or it could be something more like, I'm trying to get you to believe or be convinced about something that isn't really true. But I do feel like your focus on a new direction or a new chapter and your willingness to be decisive, but also looking into all the details that you need to, enables you to stay focused and avoid distractions. What is the Seven of Swords? Nine of Swords, Four of Pentacles, and the reverse. I feel like this is somebody lying to you about how expensive something is. I feel like this is somebody who is kind of trying to scam you. Or it could be a discussion about like payment that's wrong, but there's someone here who's trying to like take money from you or not pay you what you're due or charge you more than you should be charged. So at least double check things as far as expenses. Oh, I hope that that does change. Hello, Sky. How are you doing? And what advice does Flower need to keep going and growing? Tower moment. Embrace change, embrace disruption. It may feel like loss or like you haven't been able to acquire what it is that you're looking for or working towards, but it's just like transition period. So things have been moved out of your life and the new things haven't shown up yet. So it feels kind of like an empty house before you get all your furniture. We have Temperance. Things are about to become more peaceful for you. High Priestess in the reverse. I feel like this is someone who gives bad advice. There's someone here you would consider a friend, maybe not like a best friend, maybe not somebody who knows all of your things, right? All of your secrets. But there's someone here who speaks up on how you should handle a situation. And I would just say, like, the wrong. It's kind of harsh. Normally, I like to say, like, maybe the perspective's off or maybe they don't fully understand. They're just like wrong. And it could have to do with your money. But there's someone here who gives you advice, and it's like, get a second opinion or just like at least validate, right? Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Brian. I hope you're enjoying your day. Hello, Michelle. How are you doing? So we've got how to help Sun sleep better. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse and the Three of Wands in the reverse with the Five of Cups. It doesn't seem like there's a lot that you could potentially influence or change. It doesn't seem to me that there's things that you are like failing to do. I feel like there's some sort of loss here that has happened though. So there's something that is upsetting him, and it may not be easy for him to speak about that, right? But this is emotional. There could be nightmares tied to what he's trying to process or understand. But I think talking is the most important thing, processing the change. Yeah, he feels like everything is unpredictable, like routine has been upset. So, I mean, in some ways, it's like, time will probably help a lot adjusting to a new routine. But yeah, it's the change. Hey, Tiana, how's it going? I hope you're having a good day. All right, so I wish you luck with that flower. And I hope you enjoy whatever cheese you're eating later today. All right, so we've got Stephanie who has had a conversation with C. What are his thoughts and feelings after that conversation? We have the Seven of Wands, the Moon in the reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. A sense of loss, defensiveness perhaps, trying to figure out what can be done. Queen of Cups in the reverse, Ace of Swords in the reverse. There's potential here that he's thinking about lying about something. Like, if I tell you the whole truth, if I tell you everything, then I don't know that you would still talk to me. I don't know if you would still consider me. So there's something being hidden. And I feel like you kind of like touch or like hit a nerve when you ask a question. So if he gets defensive over something, it's related to that, Yep. All right. Stephanie, good luck with that. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. We're going to go with the catamancy for Merida's question. So we've got some conversations happening with regards to your job search. Is there going to be a job offer? I do think there's going to be a delay that is communicated to you. Something to do with the structure, the hierarchy, figuring out what roles or responsibilities, maybe even retailoring the actual like job description or the role that they're looking for. There could be some changes at a higher level or for the long-term goal that make it difficult for this to happen right now. So I'm not seeing a job offer. I see communication about, like, hold please. Hanged Man in the reverse. And the Nine of Cups. So I do feel like you'll get an offer. It's a longer wait than you would like, but it's telling you to remain hopeful. Don't get too caught up if there is a delay or something that kind of like falls off the radar. It just means that it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't the right situation for you. Tell me more about this Nine of Cups. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This thing that gets delayed or doesn't go through, it would not have been a good fit for you. It would have been a bad step. So that delay is protection. King of Wands. And then there's something else that enters the equation or a new opportunity. And then I see the job offer with the Page of Cups. I'm wishing you luck on that. I hope you don't have too long to wait. But don't let one delay or something, you know, kind of falling off upset you. All right, and then we've got for Baker, what to expect from Bruce and Wayne. What can Baker expect from Bruce and Wayne? Page of Coins. I love the illustration here. Page of Coins, the Two of Coins or the Two of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups in reverse. I feel like this is somebody who is trying to make a decision on whether or not to make peace or just like accept I don't think things are going great. So I feel like there's some avoidance here. I know I need to make a choice. I know I need to choose a direction, but that seems like super overwhelming for me, right? Knight of Cups in reverse. There's some moody energy here. Frustration, disappointment or betrayal. Six of Wands in the reverse, which is failure. This feels to me like because of some disappointment or frustration, he's in a negative mindset. Expecting things to not go well and kind of like talking himself out of taking action or reaching out, right? That makes sense. So that's why you haven't heard anything, right? So what's he gonna do? I mean, it's gonna be more of the same behavior where I probably overthink or overanalyze, or I think about what I could do, and then like I watch TV, like the same show that I always watch. I don't know. This is a pattern. And with the Empress in the reverse, it's like, don't expect me to be the first person to show some affection or consideration, right? I don't want to be the one to do that. So a little immature. So with regards to when we have the number 5, I don't think he's going to reach out. I think there might be something kind of insignificant, like social media viewed your story kind of thing, right? But this is someone who would rather provoke you to make the first move than ever be the first to comment. Yeah, exactly. It's like you chase me, and I feel like you deserve better than that. Is there somebody else who's interested in Baker? Sorry, I'm curious. Yeah, there is. Justice is about choices. There's someone else who would they treat Baker better? 5 of Cups in the reverse. Yes, but it requires letting go of this other situation. So there's someone else that would be interested in you, but it's like they're waiting for the right time because they feel like right now it's rushing things. You need time to let go of this, or, you know, like, have you ever heard Wash That Man Out of Your Hair? I think it's from South Pacific. This is like you've got to let go of that energy from the previous situation, and then it enables you to move forward with somebody who's going to act a little bit more mature. How does Bruce truly feel about Baker? Five of Swords in the reverse. Nine of Wands. Eight of Coins. Two of Cups in the reverse. It's like I want you close enough. I care about you, but I don't want to love someone. I want to make amends. I want to have that access to you, and I want you in my life. But love is scary. Two of Cups is in the reverse. This is like, don't ask me to be all like mushy and I don't know, matchy pajamas. I don't know. This is just like, don't ask me for all of that. So I would say very avoidant with regards to emotion. With the Two of Cups in the reverse, this is either rejecting love or not feeling it. So it's okay. Hi, Ashley. Sorry about that. You deserve somebody who's going to be more communicative. Perhaps they will find their way, but this is someone who seems to be very like, I don't want that. I don't want to want you, you know? Yes, congratulations to Tiana. So excited for you. Oh, that's awesome. Hello, Veronica. How are you doing? Yes, very indecisive energy, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but like no resolution. So, you deserve better, you know? Someone who's going to take action and do something towards what they want, right? Why is he like this? I feel like this would be the right. Let's pull some. Sorry, again, Stevie Jer. Why is Bruce like this? There's some intimidation factor here, feeling like you're too good. I don't want to do all of that work. It would require me to change. And this is somebody who generally runs away. I like the short term. I like getting to know someone. I like the excitement. Maybe they're more likely to want to travel with you versus like hang out with you and just watch some movies. This is somebody who feels to be impulsive. I say I want to do this, or I last minute decide I'm moving, or I up and quit my job. But when it comes to taking action towards you, it's like it just stalls out, or I make up some reason why it's not a good reason to do that. So I'm crossing my fingers for you that somebody else can put some sparkles in your eyes, distract you, because this person seems to need a little bit more time to learn about love and learn about themselves. Hello, Senior Smita. How are you doing? All right, I'm going to leave it there, everyone. I love you. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes.